Intellicta is the first platform to deliver enterprises a holistic assessment of their cybersecurity, compliance, risk, and governance situation. What problems does Intellicta solve?
Intellicta assists organizations and their executives to easily visualize and measure the complete risk and compliance posture of their enterprise. Intellicta evaluates an organization's security performance collectively based on the current state and against business objectives. Intellicta Dashboards provides a quick and easy means for understanding the current security state of the organization. Dedicated dashboards for compliance and breach allows business users to understand their posture from a compliance and threat resiliency separately. Intellicta also provides executive insights into some of the most important questions faced by the board and senior executives. Supported with contributing factors and visualizations, these questions allow them to get a quick understanding of the current risk state of the organization. Intellicta also provides customizable and exportable reports that can be shared with different stakeholders. Intellicta allows filtering of dashboards based on different modules, risk levels, and other factors to provide a deeper understanding of the current risk state of the organization. Intellicta comes with a security framework for measuring an organization's security posture. Divided into 4 dimensions: informed, governed, secured, resilient, and 6 areas of concentration: entity, device, application, network, data, platform. The framework provides a method to map an organization's security landscape and monitor effectively. Even if there are other frameworks in use by an organization, they can be easily mapped or supplemented with this framework to have a consistent view of the security posture of the organization. Intellicta framework is fully aligned with Gartner's CARTA approach, which recommends organizations to monitor their overall security landscape in near real time. Intellicta aims to quantify the risk posture of an organization in terms of a potential financial liability value. This value is estimated based on different situations which may cause data breach possibilities to the organization. For every situation that is monitored, Intellicta provides an option to estimate the associated risk through inbuilt risk calculator based on situation's criticality and impact parameters, and probable financial liability based on analysis and research data provided by Ponemon using Intellicta algorithm. This is calculated in conjunction with the organizational risk factors. Organizations with their own risk calculation metrics may choose to override the calculated values with manual entries. Intellicta comes with many situations which are bundled out of the box and can be tailored to fit the needs of an organization to monitor its resiliency towards probable breach scenarios and internal or external threats. Additionally, Intellicta provides the capability to create or onboard new breachability situations too. One example of an out-of-the-box situation is what allows organizations to trace any threat exploitation from outside the corporate network perimeter. The situations monitors any malicious network activity on the IDS/IPS logs, comparing the data to vulnerability reports, as well external threat feeds, to identify the asset being exploited and the severity of the exploit. Another example of a breachability situation is identification of any data exfiltration from the organization assets to any known malicious IP domain, any external data transfer activity from organizational assets to any known blacklisted IP domain, based on external threat feeds, are identified and highlighted. A dedicated breachability dashboard allows in-depth analysis on the breach-based violations identified. Intellicta is bundled with out-of-the-box regulatory and compliance standard controls like ISO 27001, SOX, NIST, and HIPAA. It allows to create and onboard additional regulations and controls as required. Intellicta provides an unified control framework where one control can be mapped with multiple standards, frameworks, or regulations. Failure of one control will only create one issue but will be reported to all mapped standards, regulations, or frameworks. This helps organizations to save resources, tracking, remediation, reporting, etc. An example of a compliance monitoring for a PCI DSS control is for ensuring cardholder data is restricted access by business need to know. The situations monitors access logs to the cardholder database and ensures only authorized users are accessing the data, and there are no accesses made from remote systems. Any violations are reported as a violation of the PCI DSS regulation. Another example is the user termination control monitoring, where the situation compares user status from the organization HR system and activity from other systems, to ensure that there is no activity logged from any of the terminated users. Intellicta also has bundled situations for AWS monitoring, including checking for controls such as system and application access control, where monitoring if all root accounts are MFA enabled. A dedicated dashboard is available to view compliance status of the organization. Intellicta aims to assist organizations to identify indicators of potential breaches or probable malicious activities with use of machine learning and data science. Intellicta uses Vertica as its backend, which comes with AI and ML capability as well as big data analytics. Intellicta leverages these techniques to analyze the data sets available, vulnerabilities, signature, incidents, activities logs, event logs, and provide potential malicious alerts when there are activities similar to or related to known events.